Guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will look at number of subarrays with odd sum problem, which is from Leetcode number 1524. A very good problem to solve after having solved this is subarray sum equals k problem, which is from Leetcode number 560. If you have already solved this problem, then this problem should be easy for you to solve. You can find the link for this video in the description below. Let's now look at the problem statement. In this problem, given an array of integers ARR, return the number of subarrays with an odd sum. And since the answer can be very large, return it modulo 10 to the power 9 plus 7. Now in this particular case, let's assume that the given array is 135. Now if you assume how many subarrays can you form? Well, you can form all the subarrays ending at position number 1, ending at position number 3 and ending at position number 5. So what are all the subarrays ending at first position? It is only 1. All the subarrays ending at second position, it will be 3 and 1 comma 3. All the subarrays ending at the third position, it will be 1 comma 3 comma 5, and you can have 3 comma 5 and you can have 5. Out of all these subarrays, find out how many subarrays are having odd sum. So this is one subarray having odd sum, this is another subarray having odd sum, this is even sum, so this will not be considered. This is odd sum, so this will be considered. This is 5 plus 3 8, which is even sum, so this will not be considered. This is 3 plus 1 4 plus 5 is 9, so this is odd sum, so this is considered. Odd, odd, odd and odd, so 4 odd sums are coming for the subarrays, and that is why the answer is 4. If you follow all possible subarray creation, then you will take order of n square time. Okay, and in this particular case, since the array length can range from 1 to 10 to the power of 5, if you write an n square algorithm, it will be 10 to the power of 10, which is way beyond your 10 to the power 8 limit for 1 second, and that is why this technique will give you TLE. So let's now look at some of the observations which will help you solve this problem better. Let's consider an example 1 to 1, 2, 3, 2 and so on. I'm not considering the other elements. If I say that what is the sum from index 0 to index 2, you just add it up 1 plus 2 plus 1, so this is 4. I'll just mark it as even. And if I ask you from beginning, what is the sum till index 5, then that will be sum 11. You can just add up all these numbers. So 11 is an odd number, right? So I can say that the prefix sum till this particular index I is, let's say, E. In this case it is index 2, and the prefix sum till this index 5 is odd. Now if I ask you how many subarrays are ending at this 5, ending at this position 5, which is odd. Now if I say ending at this position, definitely the right hand side elements will not contribute, because if I have to end at this position, the subarray must start on the left hand side or at the same position, right? So in this case, according to the information here in this array, I'm not considering about this one too much, but I'm just saying with this information of even and odd, you can say that there are two subarrays which will give you odd sum ending at this position 5, which is the entire sum right from the beginning till this point, and also the sum in the middle, like the sum in the middle. Because if from the beginning till this index 2 if you had even sum, and from the beginning till this index 5 you had odd sum, then you can always get the difference in the middle, and that will also be odd. Because you must be knowing that odd plus minus odd will be even, odd plus minus even will be odd, even plus minus even will be even, right? And since I'm considering about odd, therefore it is a combination of odd plus even or odd minus even. In this case, I'm doing odd minus even to get the middle sum, that is the subarray sum, to be odd, and that is why such subarrays will be contributing. Okay, this is not the exact count according to example, but this is just a scenario. Now what is the base case in this problem? The base case is if your sum is odd from the beginning, then this entire subarray will be counted one time. So you need to count yourself, right? Now let's consider the goal of the problem. What we have to actually do is count the number of odd subarrays ending at each position. We need to keep on adding by iterating from left to right. I will just be picking an index one after another, and I will be finding how many odd sum subarrays are ending at this particular position. If you can determine this for every index as I showed you in the brute force, then you can just add up all the count values to return the final total number of subarrays, right, which has odd sum. Let me give you another scenario. In this case, if I'm considering about this particular position, how many odd sum subarrays are actually ending at this given position, then in this case you can say that this is one subarray, now this is another subarray, and this is the third subarray, right? So there are three direct subarrays which are present, and also you have to consider that this odd was coming because we were adding right from the beginning till this point, and that will also be contributing to 1 as a sum. So in general you can say that the number of odd sum subarrays with position as the endpoint will be equals to the even count on the left side. That means the even prefix sum count plus 1. Why plus 1? Because if this value was odd, then I will be adding plus 1 for it, because this entire subarray itself is also one candidate, isn't it? So that is why I will be adding plus 1 for that candidate. Similarly, if you happen to see an even number, let's say your position is pointing to an even prefix sum, then in this particular case the number of odd sums will be equals to the number of odd prefix sums that you have seen to the left hand side. If you have one odd prefix sum, then in between the sum will definitely be odd, because you know that odd plus minus even is always odd, right? So in between definitely you will get an odd sum. If you had another odd value here, then again you will have two such subarrays having odd sum which is ending at the given position. But this entire subarray will not be contributing because the current prefix sum is even. So we will not be contributing this. That is why a plus 1 is not added in case of the odd sum subarrays, right? When you are currently seeing an even sum value. So in this case, in general, you can say that if your position is pointing to a even prefix sum, then the number of odd sum subarrays ending at this position value will be equals to the number of odd prefix sum that you had seen till now. So we had seen 3 odd prefix sum, and that is why there will be 3 such subarrays which will give you odd sum ending at this position, right? So that is why odd sum subarrays equals odd count to the left hand side. That's it. So using this, you can simply iterate over the entire array and keep a track of the odd prefix sum as well as the even prefix sum count, and you can just calculate the total number of odd subarray sum. So this problem is very similar to the subarray sum equals k problem. So let me show you a dry run. In this case, I have taken 6 items, and I will be taking the prefix sum equals to 0 initially. Even count I will be taking 1, just to compensate for this plus 1 value every time I have to do plus 1. So instead of doing that, I will be starting with a 1 value, because if the sum is odd at a certain point, the prefix sum is odd, then the entire subarray to the left hand side will also be included, right? Because I will assume that to the left hand side the prefix sum will be starting with 0. So for that reason, to compensate, I am starting the even count with 1. The odd count will start with 0, because as I told that if you are seeing an even sum at certain point, then it will just depend on the number of odd sums on the left hand side. The entire subarray will not be an odd sum, right? Because this is even sum. That is why it cannot be odd. So I think this assignment is clear. The total value will be counting the total subarrays with odd sum. So our given condition will be, if we see that the current prefix sum is odd, so this is the odd check. If it is odd, then you know that to the left hand side the count of even values will be added to the total subarrays with odd count, and then you will be incrementing the odd count because this particular sum is odd. That is why I will be increasing the odd count. Otherwise, in the else part, if the prefix sum is even, then if the number is even, then the total count will depend on the number of odd count to the left hand side. So the odd sum count will be added to the total, and since this particular prefix sum is even, so I'll increment the even count. Okay, so let's follow this technique. Let's start with this first value. When I see this value, I will be immediately adding it to the prefix sum, and this becomes 3. Now after adding this, you check, is this prefix sum an odd value or even value? So this is an odd value. So what should I do? I will be adding even count to the total. Even count by default will start with 1. So the total will become 1. Okay, and now I will be incrementing the odd counter because this prefix sum is odd. Okay, we have processed 1 item. Now let's go to the next item, and this is 2. So 2 will be added to the prefix sum, it becomes 5. This is again an odd number. So the total count will be adding the number of even prefix sum to the left hand side. So how many are there? There are only 1. So 1 will be added to total and it becomes 2. And the odd count will be incremented by 1 because 5 is an odd number, right? So we will be going to 4. 4 will be added. So this becomes 9. Again, this is an odd number. So what I should do? The total will be incremented by the even count. So even count is again 1. So this becomes 3. And the odd counter will increase by 1. Now let's go to this one. And this makes this prefix sum as even. So when you are hitting an even sum, your second else condition will run. In this case, if you are seeing an even number, the prefix sum is even, then the sub arrays which are odd sum, which will give you odd sum, will depend on how many odd prefix sums are present on the left side. So that's why the total will be adding the odd count. So the odd count is 3, so this becomes 6, 3 plus 3. Okay, and you will be incrementing the even counter because this is an even sum. Let's move to the next value. Again, this 2 is added and this becomes 12. So again, this is an even number. So total will be adding the odd counter. So this becomes 9 and even count will increase by 1. Again, you move to the next value. This becomes 17. So 17 is an odd number. So the total will be incremented by the even count. So even count is 3. This becomes 12. 9 plus 3 is 12, right? And you will increment the odd counter. So this becomes 4 because 17 is odd. And we are done. Once you are done, the total value will be giving you all the subarrays with odd sum. So I think this is very clear with the prefix sum technique. In this case, we are iterating through this entire array exactly one time, and therefore the time complexity will be order of n, and we are not consuming any extra space, just 3 variables, and that is why space complexity will be order of 1. Let's now look at the code. If you are someone who is looking to prepare for top product based company within a limited time of just 3 months, then we have brought for you both the DSA and the system design live interview training program. The most important feature of this program is you get a filtered and condensed structured curriculum, in-depth discussion of all the topics, and my guarantee of your understanding, one-on-one guidance with me, and live weekend classes. To know more about the training, you can WhatsApp us on this given number. In this problem, we are given the array, and since the count could have been very large, therefore we had to just use the mod value of 10 to the power 9 plus 7 to avoid overflow. We are assigning the values as it is: odd count 0, even count 1, and total equals to 0, with the prefix sum equals to 0 as well. Now I will iterate through each of the item and keep adding the item to the prefix sum. Then check if the prefix sum is odd or even. So if it is odd, then the total count will be adding the number of even prefix sum to the left hand side, and we will increment the odd counter because the current prefix sum is odd. Otherwise, if the current prefix sum is even, then the total counter will be incremented by the number of odd prefix sums on the left hand side, and since this current prefix sum is even, so even counter will increase by 1. Once you are done iterating through all the items, your total will be giving you the total number of subarrays with odd sum. So I think this is clear. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of this programming videos. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.